Hey guys, it's Cara from Enchanted Vines, and I'm doing an impromptu video. This is my third take because I keep crying, so hopefully I will just get through it and get the message out there that needs to be said. I have a notebook, which means I mean business. But what I wanted to talk about was just, how success and failures impact us. Like when we are thriving, how great we feel, and then something comes along and it just knocks us down. And it's not about getting knocked down. It's about what you do after that. If you get up and you keep going and you find new ways to succeed. Failure is only a failure if you get nothing out of it. If you fail at something and you get a lesson out of it, or you end up in a better direction than you were meant to be, then you're not failing at all. So I received a message from somebody who is, just not feeling very great, and I'm not going to get into it because I know I'm going to cry again. And my hives are just clearing up. But, it's just when I hear that somebody is feeling so down about something that they're so passionate about, I just want to make sure, we're all there. Nobody's going to put out there, when we're in pain or when we feel like, we're failing. I mean, we all go through it. We all have peaks, and then we have, our valleys, and that's totally normal. And what I love about this community is I feel like people are so kind. I mean, I look at, when we do lives, all of the people who are engaging with each other, I feel like, Amy, Maggie, Penny, Sonia, I feel like you guys could all be on a coffee date somewhere. Everybody's getting to know each other, and they're getting to know each other with kindness. And I want to just say to that person who doesn't feel like they have their tribe, this can be your tribe. And your tribe doesn't have to be wreath makers. Your tribe can be people who are in any type of business, whether they're real estate agents, they own shops, they run a daycare. We're all dealing with similar struggles where sometimes, no matter how hard we try, things just don't feel like they're going as well as they should. So that's my piece on that. As far as Etsy goes, Etsy is a tricky one. It likes what it likes. It changes its mind. The algorithm can be tough, and it's frustrating. It can be, because you want to be within the first 2 to 3 pages, or else there's a good chance that, your work might be overlooked. So, looking into SEOs, which is search engine optimization, these are the keywords that when somebody types something into Google, Google grabs it, and then they'll grab your product because it knows that something is the same. So when you see these, long titles, spring wreath for front door, spring wreath with hydrangeas for porch, all of those things, that's going to speak to a specific buyer. So when you first go onto Etsy, when you see that first bar to type into, start typing in wreaths, and then look at the whole list of things that it pre-populates, and then go back and say hydrangea wreath, and see again, all the words that our customers are using. They might be very different from us. Our customers may not say faux florals. They might say flowers. They might say silk flowers. They might say, pink flowers. It doesn't mean that they're going to say oh, I need, pink peonies and all this stuff. So that is a really important thing. And with Etsy, you don't want to make too many changes at once. And I know that sounds kind of strange, but 1, Etsy doesn't really love it. And 2, you won't really know what change actually caused the improvement or created an improvement because you made so many changes at once. But even something as little as that one descriptive sentence you have where your name is, I think it allows just a few words, specializing in seasonal decor. Etsy loves that you go in there and you update that. Even if you only change a word, it knows that you've gone in and you're keeping your shop active and up to date. So that's just a few things I wanted to share about Etsy. Okay. I wanted to go over some greenery because I've had some requests, and I know it's not always helpful for me to, always be championing Pioneer. They're my peeps. They are. I love them. I love their greenery, but they're not the only option. So I grabbed these from Hobby Lobby, and these are some greens that I do love from them. Okay, so this, I'm going to put the SKUs in. I'm literally probably not going to know what this is, but I don't even know which is which. So this might be a eucalyptus bush. Rounded leaf bush. Okay, it is a rounded leaf bush. Okay, so regularly $10. As we know, Hobby Lobby does the whole game. Every other week we're going to be 40% off. So I refuse to go in that store when florals aren't on sale because it hurts my heart because I'm not going to buy them at full price. But this is just like the mixed fern that I like to use, okay? It's also a pusher, okay? So this is a good one. This is a type of eucalyptus, also a pusher, great filler. It also has some of those like different tones to it, so I like that. This is the one I love. So this is Eucalyptus and Berries. It's a pusher, but also it has like these really sweet like pink seeds. It's just a really nice detail. I love it. And then also some of this hanging ivy, which I think it looks lifelike, but also if you think about, you know, those designs where you want something to like cascade, this is like the perfect product for that. So these are some things that anybody can access. I'm going to put the SKUs in the description. Okay. And then in addition to that, I know that we've had some questions about photos for Etsy. So back to Etsy, I guess. So when you're taking a photo of your designs, the best way to really do it is in indirect natural sunlight. So for me, it's got to be before 9 in the morning, or it's got to be like around like 3 or 4, or wait for a cloud. Like literally today I was waiting for clouds because that gave me what I needed. And you want to just take them from all angles. So like from the front, then back up. What's the whole entryway look like? What's it look like on the side? Maybe you want to focus on the bow. So Etsy gives you 10 slots to put photos in and 1 spot to put a video in. Fill up everything. Anywhere in Etsy that you can fill and complete, do it, because that's what it wants. Except for like the tariff number. I don't really know about the tariff thing. So like the SKUs, any of those options where, you know, it gives you things that you can check off about what type of greenery, what type of flowers, like all of those things. So you want to make sure that your pictures have proper lighting. Like mine are never filtered. They're not, I don't use a ring light. I don't use anything. I can only take them when I have the right sunlight. So it does make a big difference because a consumer taking a chance on buying from a shop they've never bought before, if they can't really see what the product is, it is going to be like detrimental to sales. So figuring out what that setup is for you and a setup that's going to work for, you know, your ideal customer. So if you are doing, you know, like farmhouse style, maybe you're going to have like a distressed door, you know, and it could be a prop, but still I would do it outside, again, in direct sunlight, because you just want to, you know, you want to speak to your people. So in addition to that, a couple things. Nervy, thank you for warning me about the lighting. That one video, I think I took it down, but it looked like the gates of heaven were opening. It was so bright. I did figure out that it was an exposure setting on my camera, so thank you, because I don't know how long that would have gone on for. I got a request to do a magnolia wreath, so we're going to do that. I got some really pretty things from Pioneer today, like new and beautiful, and I'm very excited to do that. I have a request to do a blue hydrangea wreath with that blue and white ribbon this one. Okay, so someone had asked me what the name of this was, and I want to just let that person know that they owe me $40 because I went through the website. I didn't find this, but I bought $40 worth of ribbon, so you can just Venmo me. And here's another greenery. I'm joking, obviously. This is another Hobby Lobby Greenery, and this is frosted. So this is really nice too, especially if you're doing like tall arrangements or you wanted like that, you know, flare on your wreath. So this is another good one too. So I guess that's it. I am just really hoping that the person who is struggling at this time knows that we all struggle and that it's normal. It's just a matter of what we do with it, you know, and there's so much that we learn when we stumble on things, and that doesn't mean that we should stop. It doesn't mean that we should quit. It might mean that we need to pivot or change things, but, you know, don't let something like that take you away from doing what you love. That's just my point. Like, we're all so fortunate that we love to do this, and if you can do this and have it be your job, even better. That's like the lottery to me. But even a whole bad season, please don't let it make you give up. It's okay that you feel like that, but it's like you just got to dust yourself off and say like, okay, what am I going to do from here? Or who can I reach out to and talk to? Like, I need to get this off my chest. So, you know, I hope we all can do that for each other. I feel like everyone in this group is super kind and supportive. And so I just want to say, if we see, you know, one of our fellow makers struggling, like, let's just kind of give them the boost that they need. Okay. So weird video. I know I've got hives. I'm not really dressed. This is the day after St. Patrick's Day. So this morning was rough. But again, it was more about the message than anything else. So I just want to say thank you guys. And I love being on this journey with you. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.